Welcome to another bonus edition of Upon Further Review. And in this edition, we'll be going over the Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. And you can catch this Week 11 matchup on November 16th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's going to be aired on your local CBS affiliates. And so as you can see here, we're doing something new on 21st Sports. We're integrating some gameplay. So we're going to be playing out Madden simulations for the games. We're doing our picks still and doing the audio site, but now we have some visuals for you. And so here I'm picking the Bears, and I'm going to be playing against the Vikings, and I'm going to still go over the game, the stats and everything, the numbers, just like always, but you're also going to get to see some video highlights, or well, the game right here, simulation. But in this game, in the real life, the Bears are 3-6 and the Vikings are 4-5 on the season. So start off the play here. So I'm going to be kicking off as I won the toss. But starting off in the season, the Vikings won in Week 1 against the Rams. Everything was looking really good at that point. But then they lost the next two games. They lost at home against the Patriots and then in New Orleans to the Saints. They evened things up in Week 4 with a win against the Falcons in Minnesota. Let's see, let me pick my play. But then they lost the next three games, so that's the thing. They went on a 3-game losing streak after evening things up at 500. And they lost to the Packers, the Lions, and the Bills during that stretch. Oh, look at that big play. Teddy Bridgewater to Simpson. They lost in Green Bay, then at home to Detroit, and then on the road in Buffalo. But they bounced back in the last couple weeks as they went on the road to Tampa and they beat the Bucs in overtime. That was a crazy game where they won on the first play of overtime with that fumble recovery for a touchdown. That's a pretty amazing play. And then they won in Week 9 by a field goal, by 3 points over the Redskins, and that was at home. They had a bye week last week, and now they're going on the road against their division rivals, the Bears. This is a big game in the division. Of course, right now the Lions are in the driver's seat in the North. Of course, they got to go against the Cardinals this week, and they also have the Packers are right there too. So the Vikings have an outside chance, but not really too much of a chance to take in the division, although they possibly could be a wild card. They're definitely in the playoff hunt. If they get a win here, they'll be 500, although I don't think they will get the win. It is possible. The Bears haven't won a game in Soldier Field all year long. They actually started off in Week 1 with a loss at home against Buffalo in overtime by a field goal. They then won the next two games, and things were starting to look good. Hold on here, let me pick this play. Jeez. But they won in San Francisco. That was a big win against the Niners. And then they won in New York against the Jets. Of course, the Jets, they've been having a really rough season. They did have, oh no, a touchdown. Well, look at that, Teddy Bridgewater, touchdown. They expect to see a lot of offense in this game. We'll go over the stats here in a minute. Still going over the opening schedules. And look, they took advantage of it. They got that early touchdown. Yeah, they beat the Jets. The Jets did beat the Steelers last week, but anyway. So then in Week 4, though the Bears hosted the Packers and they lost that game. Then they went to Carolina and they lost to the Panthers. But then they went to Atlanta and they beat the Falcons. But then they lost the next 3 games. As they lost to Miami at home, and then they went to New England and got blown up. They then had their bye week. And then in Week 10, they just got destroyed last week by the Packers on Sunday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers had 6 touchdowns in the first half. He was just shredding their secondary. You see right here in this simulation already, Teddy Bridgewater is doing the same thing to the Bears secondary that we saw Aaron Rodgers do last week. So that's definitely going to be a key for the Bears, is they've got to outscore the Vikings. The Vikings actually have a really good defense too. so it's not going to be easy. But I think that the Bears can get their first win of, at home. They haven't won a game at home yet, but it's going to depend on, Jay Cutler is going to have to protect the ball. He doesn't do that too well. They actually look at his stats. He's got 10 interceptions on the season. We're going to need to have a big game out of Matt Forte as well. But they've got those tools, on offense in their passing game. They've been putting up big numbers in their running game on the ground. A lot of that is they just don't give Forte the carries. Oh, look at that Forte first down. He's actually putting up, decent numbers though. Anyway, Forte's got 610 on the ground, and he's also got 517 yards receiving. So he's already got over 1,000 total yards on the season for Matt Forte. So he's kind of quietly having a really good year, even though the Bears have been struggling. Of course, like I said, a lot of that has to do with Jay Cutler and him not protecting the ball. Hopefully we can protect the ball in this simulation here. They got the tools though. Alshon Jeffrey and Brandon Marshall are definitely two threats at the receiver position. Very talented. Oh no, interception. Look at that. Jay Cutler already throws a pick right on his first pass. That's what Jay Cutler does. Let's look at the numbers. On passing offense, when it comes to yards per game, the Vikings are 29th in the NFL, and the Bears are 12th. When it comes to passing defense, the Vikings are 4th, and the Bears are 28th. So definitely the advantage goes to the Vikings when it comes to passing because of their defense, although the Bears' offense is a lot better in terms of yards than the Vikings. But actually, Teddy Bridgewater has more interceptions than he does touchdowns. But, in his defense, so does Matt Castle. Of course, Castle got injured early on in the season, but it's not as if that's something strange for a Vikings quarterback, because every quarterback on the roster has more interceptions than touchdowns. That's part of the learning curve. Teddy Bridgewater, he's in his rookie season, but he's actually showing a lot of potential, a lot of promise. And if you're a Vikings fan, you should actually be pretty happy to have Bridgewater under center. I think he's the quarterback of the future for Minnesota. They do have some talent too, like Cordero Patterson is pretty nasty. Oh, look at that play by the Chicago defense. What's going on? Looks like Teddy's injured. And this actually has happened too, that's the thing they've been having problems with, is injuries from that quarterback position. First Castle went down, then Bridgewater went down. They ended up with Ponder behind center. I think even he got hurt. But that's something right there. If that happens, the Vikings are going to be in trouble because they need Teddy out there on the field if they're going to win this game. But we look at the other numbers here. Ooh, it's a pretty good pass for them. When it comes to running offense, the Vikings are 10th in the NFL in running yards per game, and the Bears are 24th. And then we look at running defense, the Vikings are 16th, and the Bears are 15th. So when it comes to running the ball, the Vikings are having success even without AP. Because Jerick McKinnon and Matt Asiata are getting the job done. Usually McKinnon gets all the yards, and then they give it to Asiata when they get up there in those goal line formations up close. It's up and it's good. Well, look at this. The Vikings out to a 10-point lead early. Oh, is that cancel? What the heck? Should be Ponder. That's messed up. Should have checked the thing before, but anyway. So when it comes to defense, though, they're both middle of the road. They don't allow a lot of yards on the ground, but they don't really stop it either. So expect to see both these teams pick up decent amounts on the ground. Of course, the Bears really need to start running the ball more. That's part of their problem, is that they don't have balance on offense. If you don't have balance, then you're not going to have success. And Jay Cutler's thrown the ball 330 times. And Matt Forte has only run the ball 147 times. So why wouldn't you, be running the ball like at least 200 times? Christ. It's kind of ridiculous that they pass so much. So that's the reason why they're below 500. And Cutler got all those interceptions. And I mean, everybody's dogging on Cutler, and even I'll do it myself sometimes. You know, I'm guilty of it too. But really, when you have a guy throwing the ball more than twice as much as you run the ball, can you really blame him for having so many interceptions? It's really because of sheer volume. You know, you don't want Cutler to be playing like garbage, then don't put the whole offense on his shoulders. I mean, they got talent all around. I know that they're, you know, they got injuries in the trenches. They need to work on their line, but, you know, just run the ball, for Christ's sakes. And here, I'll stick to what I'm saying right here. Look at that, first down, almost on first down. It's 2nd and 1 now, but usually I go play action. I'm just going to run it because Cutler threw that interception on the first play, so I'm just going to run the ball. And look at that, Matt Forte picking up another first down. And, you know, the Vikings' run defense is actually a little bit more susceptible than their pass defense. They've got a really good pass defense, so, you know, Cutler's probably going to throw an interception, at least one at some point. If he doesn't throw an interception, then you can pretty much be guaranteed the Bears win. I still think they will, even if he does throw a pick. You know, they should be able to pull this one off at home and get their first home win of the season. You know, the fans there in Chicago, they're very loyal fans. They deserve a home victory. The thing is, too, about this matchup, oh no, what a horrible pass, is that actually when these two teams match up, the home team usually wins. That's how it's gone lately between these two teams in the last season or so. So that's, I think it's going to hold pat. But let's see here, 2nd down. Let's see what we got to do. We really just got to run the ball. We'll look at points for and against for these two teams. The Vikings are 26th in the NFL when it comes to points per game, and the Bears are 22nd. So both these teams do struggle when it comes to putting points on the scoreboard. Ooh, come on, Forte. Oh, Forte stays on his feet. Look at this, Matt Forte. Touchdown, Bears, baby. Matt Forte. That's what they got to do. Ground and pound. He's not a power runner, but that guy, he gets the yards. He's averaging 4.2 yards per carry. So, I mean, give him the ball. But now it's a 3-point game right there. Matt Forte. Take a sip of my drink. So, yeah, as I was saying, these teams don't put up a lot of points, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them put up points this Sunday. Is the Bears are going to have to put up points to beat the Vikings, especially with the way their defense has been playing. Even though I do think their defense should show up a little bit, but I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. And part of the reason why is, let's look at their defense. The Vikings do have a good defense. They're 14th in the NFL when it comes to points allowed per game, but the Bears are dead last. They're 32nd. So with how bad their defense plays, they're going to need to put up points. And the Vikings shouldn't have too much of a problem getting into the end zone, especially if they get into the red zone. Just give it to Asiata. I expect Asiata to have a big day. But then once Asiata actually, you know, he gets his touchdowns, that should get him about 20 points. But the Bears, they're just going to have to keep scoring. Marshall, Jeffrey, Forte. So let me go to the depth chart here. Can I freaking make it where they don't have Castle? Because that's kind of bunk. Sorry about this, people. Oh, I can't make changes to theirs. Matt Castle shouldn't even be in there, but whatever. I'll beat him even with Castle, even though Christian Ponder would make this easier. Kinda sucks that Teddy Bridgewater went down. What is that? That's what happens in Madden. That could happen, though, in the game. You never know. You never know. Anything can happen in football. Every single game, something new happens. It's crazy. And just when you think you have seen it all, you'll see something you never saw before. Just like in the Bears versus the Packers. Sorry, Bears fans, to bring up that. I know that's going to be a fresh wound. that Sunday night loss. But when they blocked the punt, when the guy kicked the ball, like he came in and he kicked the ball before the punter kicked the ball, that was crazy. The announcers were saying they never saw anything like that in their entire careers. I've never seen it either in my entire life of being a football fan, and I've been watching football since I was knee-high to a bullfrog. When was that? I guess that means I was watching football in the womb, because that's how short you would have to be for that to be true, right? But actually, technically, I was watching football in the womb. I was also watching other stuff. I don't know. I don't remember the womb. Do you remember the womb? Anyway. But yeah, I expect this to be a high-scoring game between these two teams. There's no reason why it shouldn't be. The Bears, they've been struggling, offensively. Seen, against the Packers, they only scored 14. Against the Patriots, they put up 23, which isn't bad, except they went up 51. And, so, actually, they can score. Especially, they've got definitely the tools. They've definitely got a lot of talent at key positions. But their defense needs to step up. They've got some talent too, but in this league, week in, week out, it's going to happen. But when you have two division rivals facing off against each other, they know each other a lot better. Jeez, I gotta turn these highlights off. But when, like I said, the division rivals, they're so familiar with each other that they play each other a lot tighter. So expect to see, a much more well-contested game right here. The Bears are really, you gotta try to win every game, but especially there's a huge onus on them winning this game. I'll tell you what, too, if they lose this game right here, then Mark Trestman is fired. For real, I cannot see Mark Trestman keeping his job if they lose this game, because then they'll be 0-4 at home at that point if they lose this game. That's just, unacceptable in Chicago, especially with the talent that they have on that team. There's no way that they should be, 0-4 at Soldier Field. That's why I think they're going to win this game. Have to win. They really, really do. Of course, the Vikings, when you look at those numbers, the Vikings do have a much better, stats. But the Bears, though, when they get going on offense, they can put up big points. And that's part of the things that the Vikings, you see it even here, sometimes they'll jump out to that early lead, boom, 10-0, right? The Bears already, got it back within a field goal here. I mean, this is me, but they can score quick. Ooh, they get stopped. You gotta start getting the passing game going, but that's the thing. If they get it going to Jeffrey and to Brandon Marshall, that opens things up, and those guys are threats on every play. They could score at any point. Let's see, let's get some passing going here. Get those guys involved. Look at that already. Forte, 5 carries, 89 yards. That's ridiculous.
Takes a look now from under center.
Here we go for the pass. Oh man, what the heck? Did not get separation there. Come on, Jeffrey.
You could see their head move the other way before the
There's Trestman. He's like, my job's on the line, guys. If you don't win this game, I'm fired. I'll be fired. And then what's going to happen? You want Ditka back? Do you want Ditka?
The Bears get set at the
the Chicago fans want Ditka. They want Ditka. All right, 3rd and long. This is Cutler time. Who's he going to? His favorite target, Brandon Marshall. They used to be together in Denver, and now they're reunited in Chicago. They've been back together in Chicago. That's actually the thing that was really disheartening for the Bears, is when you saw Brandon Marshall, talking about Jay Cutler. Well, not talking about Jay Cutler. He brought up everybody on the team and said everybody's good except for somebody. that shall not be named. Jay Cutler, the one who will not be named. It's like, what is he, the heck is this guy? Freaking from Harry Potter there. I don't know his name because it's not, you're not allowed to say it. You can't say his name. Oh yeah, he's talking about how everybody's good except for somebody. And it's like, Brandon Marshall should be Jay Cutler's biggest proponent. He shouldn't be a detractor. And I mean, he wasn't talking trash, but it was kind of like, you know, a thing where you're talking bad by it, not talking good. You know, by excluding him. But here, Matt Forte, again, he's the guy who's really been freaking doing it all for them. That's the thing. He's like the key to their offense is Matt Forte. Like I said, I don't know why they don't run the ball more. It's crazy. Martellus Bennett. Oh, not really getting much, but at least it's a positive completion for Cutler, right? Man, what was that all about? Why so many replays? What is going on? I gotta definitely work on the adjusting things to make it like a better, you know, experience for you, the viewer. I'm still getting used to this. You know, I just this is a new experiment now, adjusting things with switching over to having some gameplay for you to watch. That way it's not just, you know, a picture and me talking the whole time. This way you get a video that you can enjoy. I mean, already I've pretty much gone over most of what, you know, I'd go over for the show for the most part. But now you get this video simulation as an extra. Going through the game, seeing it happen right there. Alshon Jeffrey, touchdown Bears. Bears are back in the lead. That's what the Bears need to happen. They need to get the ball in the end zone. They need to get it to their talented wide receivers, a la Alshon Jeffrey and Brandon Marshall. I saw Marshall came up with that big catch on third down earlier in the drive. That's something they have to do too, is they have to, you know, get those first downs on third down. That's the thing that's going to be key for the Vikings, is forcing the Bears into those third and long situations. They got to come up with the stops. The Bears can stay out of those third down situations, and if they can convert some third downs, then they should be successful, and their drive should end in points. But you know, the Vikings are pretty decent at keeping teams out of the end zone, though, too, at the same time. Look at this, the Vikings looking to air it out, apparently.
The Vikings come out for the next possession. Simpson's lined up now as a slot receiver.
Yeah, let me know in the comments section, though, for one, what you know you think's going to happen with this game, but also let me know what you think of this new format with the gameplay integrated into the channel, and if you enjoy watching the simulations, or if you like the old way better, just you know, the 10 minutes of plus of me talking to still pictures that move a little bit but not really. Give them some motion, right? But alright, here we are, Bears on defense.
Simpson's a receiver,
bringing the blitz. Keep the pressure on. I'm actually surprised that they're it's like, oh no, look at that. Well, that's why they're passing, because the Bears got a weak pass defense. I would expect, though, the Vikings to be actually running the ball more, though. But, you know, as I said, though, the Bears' pass defense is really weak. It's crazy, though, because they were getting, you know, some turnovers in the secondary early on in the season. They were getting some good play, but they just been falling apart lately. Of course, when you go against Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, you know, in the last two games, not back-to-back weeks because they had the bye week in between, but in their last two games, I mean, that's something right there that's going to really put a damper on your passing stats. But even the week before, Tannehill, I mean, they did a good job, though, against Matt Ryan, even though, you know, Matt Ryan usually gets his numbers, but they did come out with the win, and they did hold the Falcons to just 14. Of course, Minnesota also beat Atlanta. They let up more points, so I mean, what does that all mean? I don't know. Well, geez, Sunday. Look at that huge play right there.
These big receivers in the NFL,
that was Jennings.
They can get down the field
What's it? No.
and just give them a chance. That's what the quarterback
Simpson
did.
again.
Nice
Oh,
catch
crap.
by the receiver.
It's a little bit bunk. The Castle's in there, but whatever. It's really Teddy Bridgewater should be the one throwing that pass. He got injured in this simulation. Oh, look at, oh, Jennings wraps him up. He almost broke free.
Always a good job to pick up some yards when you're in the red
Is that
zone.
Jerick McKinnon coming out of the backfield?
Quarterback and he gets the completion.
I gotta get some subs in here. I gotta get that D-line sub. Did I even get my play?
The defense comes out in the nickel. Stands in the pocket.
Yes! What a huge sack. A delayed sack, even. That was crazy. Talk about good pass defense right there. That's what the Bears need. Let's see. Back to a 3 receiver. Taking a chance here, blitzing them. Got to get to the quarterback on this one. They've got talent too at those positions.
It's in position. Can they
Oh, right in my face. Kyle Rudolph. And that's going to be a question too in the game, is Kyle Rudolph, if he's going to be playing or not on Sunday. It looks like he is going to play. Actually, look at the injury report. And he was a full participant in practice, so he should be good. McKinnon's a little banged up too, but he also was a full participant. Same thing on the other side with Martellus Bennett, Jennings. Brandon Marshall was limited in practice though, but he should be playing though, I'm pretty sure. So, but look at this, we're getting the scores on the board, putting numbers on the board. And that's what I expect to see in this game, is both these defenses, you know. I mean, the Vikings defense is actually pretty good, so not really, nothing against them so much. Just the Bears defense has really been just getting destroyed lately. But I think in this game, though, they'll be able to hold them to enough. Like, if they just hold them to about 20, something like that, Bears going to need to put up, 35 points or so to win this game. I think they could do it. Like I said, though, against the tough defense in the Vikings, so they're going to have their work cut out for them, but I think at home they're due to have a good game, especially against a division rival. What the crap is this? Man, what is up with my settings? Martellus Bennett. What a catch in traffic. Bringing it out to midfield. The tight end. Let's call a timeout right here. Excuse me. Time's running out before halftime. And the Bears, they like to air it out. Let's see if I can get one of these guys in the slot.
Offense ready
There
to
we
play.
go, Jeffrey right
After
there.
calling the timeout.
Jeffrey in the slot. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see if we can make this happen right here.
Wilson's lined up now as a slot receiver. 1st and 10.
Jay Cutler with the deep ball.
Alshon Jeffrey. Woo! Did he get it? Touchdown, Alshon Jeffrey. What a play. Holy cow. Alshon Jeffrey with a huge catch. Look at that. His 2nd touchdown of the day for Jeffrey. Trestman's happy. He's like, I get to keep my job for another week. I'll tell you what, they lose this game, Trestman is fired on Monday.
They made a mistake.
Oh, what a play. Alshon Jeffrey. Look at this highlight right here. Chicago Bears. What a weird angle they took there. Very close up. Extreme close up. Alshon Jeffrey getting the job done. And the Bears take back the lead. It's been back and forth in this game. That's what I expect to see too. Will it be this high scoring at halftime? I don't know. We'll see. But look at that. Jay Cutler, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Yeah, that's about what I expect. It's funny how real these games are. That's Madden for you. Madden is mad real. I try, at least on my half, to play it as realistic as possible. Of course, the computer wants to pass the ball all the time for some reason. I guess they are privy to the susceptibility of the Vikings or the Bears secondary. Like bar. Alright. Well, you know they're gonna try to air it out here. 30 seconds left before halftime. Just gotta go back, try to keep everybody covered, don't let them score. Oh, they're running the ball? That's funny. I thought they were gonna pass it, but I guess they just want to go to halftime. Or they thought they'd catch me off guard.
It's a short game. It's all his fault. He picked the wrong hole. Should have cut it back.
Go back and prevent for this one. Especially since they don't look like they're really worried about trying to get a field goal. They've got a lot of yards. Are they even going to snap it? Yep. And another handoff. Yeah, you can pad your stats, Jarek. I didn't say jerk, it was Jarek, not Jarek. Jarek. But there we go, halftime. Hey, what's he doing out there? He's not supposed to be out there. Did you see that? What the heck? But here it is, halftime. The halftime show.
Lead by 4. A check to the sidelines with Danielle Bellini reporting.
Thanks, Jim. I got a chance
And there we go, and
Fraser
halftime report. What are they saying? I don't know. Let's just go back to the gameplay. Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, second half, and you are watching you're watching 21st Sports. Oh my God, so many. But I'm Skool, and I have another channel, the Skool channel, where I do WWE 2K15 gameplay. You can check that out if you're a wrestling fan. And I also have another channel, Random GP, where we just do Random GP. But you're watching 21st Sports, and this is the new and improved upon further review, where we go over the games for every single NFL team, and we do our picks, and then we simulate the games by playing as the team that we actually picked to win the game, putting our money where our mouth is, seeing if we can make it happen. We also go over all the stats and the schedule that led us up to this point. We do a little injury report stuff too. Here we go, Martellus Bennett right there, picking up the completion. I don't know, man, I gotta like get the highlights like turned down. It's crazy. Too many highlights. Bear with me, people. This is only the second one that I'm playing as this new format, and I just got the game just literally yesterday. That's why I haven't been doing this before. I had like a really old version of Madden. Not that old, but it was like 3 or 4 years old. This one at least is newer, and it's got the updated roster, so that's pretty cool.
There is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field.
Right there, 3rd and 3, Forte. He's got over 100 yards. And that's going to be what he's going to have to do for the Bears to win. He's going to have to get over 100 yards in this game. He's going to have to pick up first downs like that. Boom, keeping it inside the hash marks. Getting the first down. Keeping the clock running. Keeping the ball moving forward. Keeping the chains moving. Look at that, 8 carries for 119 yards. Ridiculous. Let's actually switch this up a little, see what we can do. Oh no, they got me. Maybe I should have stuck with the play.
Good job of the defensive line standing in there and fighting.
That was a nice stop there. Let's see if we can get going. In today's game, Forte, 9 carries, 120 yards.
Jake Cutler takes a look now from
Second and 9.
Second down and 9. He's looking to the right here.
Martellus Bennett
Take the football.
picks up the first down. Look at Jake Cutler, 70% completions. He did throw that early pick on his first pass. He threw that pick, but ever since then, he's been on point. That's one thing about Cutler. He'll throw interceptions, but he will get right back out there and continue to gun it. He don't care. Doesn't care, man. Why does he care?
When he's covered, he's open.
Yawn. Look at that, 7 completed passes in a row for Cutler. That's pretty good. Yeah, switching the play at the line again. Oh, look at the fullback. They didn't expect that one. He picks up 6 yards. For you, man.
Good job that time
Get
on
up.
the offense. Powell run gets him a few yards.
So we get going here. Yeah, I guess we'll do this. Going for some play action. 2nd and 4. Good time for some play action, I feel.
Jake Cutler takes a look now from under center. It's a 2nd and 4. Cutler's got the football after the play.
Bennett. Boom. Yeah. Martellus Bennett. He's been huge on this drive. There we go, the tight end.
They pick up another first down, and they got a good drive going here.
Bears eating up some clock.
The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20.
So though, on paper, the Vikings definitely have an advantage in this game, but it's in Chicago, and although that hasn't really meant a lot this year, they said they gotta win at home sometime. They can't lose all their games at home. They have to win. They said this is kind of like a win or be fired game for Trestman. And honestly, you hear, people are all pointing the fingers at Jay Cutler. And I mean, it's hard to argue with that because of his turnovers and everything. But really, it all, starts and ends with the coach. And, there's only so much a guy can do with the play calling. Of course, a lot of that, though, too, is they're saying Cutler's going up to the line and, audible in and making bad reads and stuff. So, it is a combination. It is a full team effort, for sure. It's not just one person or group. It's the whole group. Oh, touchdown, Matt Forte. Look at that, running inside the tackles. Matt Forte with the touchdown, his 2nd of the day. So look at that, Jeffrey and Forte both getting in the end zone for 2 touchdowns so far. I mean, you don't look happy. Trestman looks happy. He's like, yes, I get to keep eating deep dish. I can keep eating deep dish. Chicago-style pizza. He's like, we're going out for deep dish, man. Look at that. Now it's a 10-point lead. And with the extra point, they'll be 11. It's the Bears now up by 2 scores. 3rd quarter's just about over, too. Forte's like, I need some Gatorade after that play. Castle shouldn't even be in there. Why is Castle in there? It's supposed to be Ponder. Really, it should be Bridgewater, but he got injured. For those of you who are watching earlier, if you just turned in somehow for some reason, which makes no sense. I mean, unless you just were like, yeah, I'm gonna go skip halfway through this video. Hey, why is Castle in there? Well, the reason is Bridgewater got injured. He got injured, and that could, play a part in this game quite potentially. It's not out of the realm of possibility, especially he has had some issues too. He isn't listed on the injury report that I see here. Nope, he's not listed, but we all know that he has had some issues, though. Hopefully, though, he doesn't. I like to see him out there, and I want to see him do good, too. Although I am picking the Bears to win this game, I still like to see Bridgewater do good. I still think Asiata is going to have a good week, too. I wouldn't even be surprised if the Vikings win this game. Not this one, right here, this Madden game. But in real life, I wouldn't be shocked if they won. Like I said, on paper, the Vikings have the clear advantage, actually. But it's just one of those things where, you know, you can't always just go with on paper. That's why they play the game. So what is this, Matt Castle running the ball? What the heck? Yeah, that's why they play the games, so you don't just play them on paper. You know, they're not played in the stat column. They're played on the field. And, of course, with division rivals, as we saw earlier in the year with the Redskins and the Cowboys, like, who would have thought that was going to happen? Unless you were a die-hard Redskins fan, you really didn't necessarily see that one coming, especially at that point in the season. Expect to see that maybe later in the year, but yeah, you know, it shows you that division rivals, it don't matter what the record is. Even look at the Jets and the Patriots. The Patriots won, but only by 2 points. And I mean, hey, the Jets beat the Steelers. They're not division rivals, but it shows you that any given Sunday, any team can win. I mean, the Steelers had 12 touchdown passes from Ben Roethlisberger in the previous 2 weeks, and then they go to New York, and boom, they lose. Hey, look, it's Aaron Rodgers. What? Aaron Rodgers is a water boy for the Vikings? That's the third quarter, people. I swear, I just got this game to start playing it. I know it's an old game and everything, but, you know, that's just life, whatever. But the thing that's funny is that I swear Aaron Rodgers is all over this game. It's like he's on the coaching staff for some teams. He's the water boy. Like, Aaron Rodgers is just like, it's funny that they have like characters that just look like Aaron Rodgers everywhere. It's like they love Aaron Rodgers. I bet like half the stands is Aaron Rodgers. It's like Aaron Rodgers. It's like, is that what they think people look like? Everyone looks like Aaron Rodgers. It's like, I thought only Aaron Rodgers looked like Aaron Rodgers. But, during that whole spiel about Aaron Rodgers, you saw that sack by my defense. That's right. Because I'm multitasking. I can sack the quarterback and go on spiels about Aaron Rodgers at the same time. That's how I do it. Because even though I just got this Madden game, it's new to me. Man, I've been playing Madden my whole life. Been playing and playing. That's the thing, I mean, it comes out every year. Who's going to get it? I mean, not like as if I wouldn't want to, but who has to like that? And with the franchise modes and stuff, and you can just update rosters, you know, it's like, I kind of feel like if I buy a Madden game, especially when I do buy them new, which isn't necessarily that often, if I do, there's going to be a real reason, but regardless, though, when I get a Madden game, I'm like, I'm going to rock that thing out for at least a couple years before getting another one. I like to actually get them on sale or used. This one I got both on sale and used. What? How about that? Got it for a really good deal. And then you can use it for the video for the channel instead of just pitches, you know? Trying to bring you some more improved quality entertainment here. Some good gameplay simulations to go along with our procrastination. That's it, yeah. Okay. That's how you say words. But look at there, Jerome Simpson coming up with the freaking big play. Oh no, what did I pick? Look at that, 180 yards, he's blowing it up. I actually think they need Cordero to have a big game. Will he have a big game? I don't know. But Jennings, too. Oh, McKinnon. Oh, look at the defense swarming them. Really, though, when they get that close, that's when they would go to Asiata. That's the guy they need to pound it. This kind of situations you will be seeing, I would imagine. Of course, look at that. They're going for a receiver in this situation. So, are you kidding me? What do we got here? Man. Oh, jeez. Didn't even get to pick what I want to. Just going through trying to sub. My guys are all fatigued. Timeout. You know, I'd rather call a timeout and get my defense on the field. See, that kind of stuff happens in real life too, and you'll be like, why'd they call a timeout there? It's because they didn't get the subs in. The guys were tired. Oh, look, that was smart too. See, they knew my guys were tired. That's why they were going for the jugular like that. Now,
After that
I need to get my subs in.
Play is ready to resume.
And look, they're going for a 2-receiver set. Oh, jeez, I didn't pick my play. Okay, I'll pick an audible. It's alright.
This will be second down. Second and goal from the 5. Challenging the defender.
Oh, whew. That was crazy. Look at that, bringing up 3rd and goal now. It's a big play right here if we can hold them to a field goal. We're going for the 3-receiver set. Let's see what we gotta do. It's big play, big play, big play. Oh, Christ, what I pick.
Offense lines up here. 3rd and goal at the 5.
Yes! Defense, baby. Look at this. Almost intercepted. What was that guy doing downfield? It was like almost a friggin' penalty right there on 61. You saw that? But we got him though. We held them. Now they're gonna have to go for a field goal. It's a smart play for them too to go for the field goal. That puts it within 8 points. Imagine they're gonna go for an onside kick after this field goal. Oh man, almost blocked it. But look at this, it's 28-20, and that's what I was saying, that I expect the Vikings to put up 20-something points, but the Bears got to put up about 35. Right here, though, in real life, they would have went to Asiata, and they probably would have got the touchdown. But, you know, this ain't real life. This is the game, so. Oh, crap. It looks like they're not going for the onside. I thought they were going onside. This with only 3 minutes left, but in a video game, 3 minutes is an eternity. Oh, man. Still decently out there. But right here, this is key for the Bears. Got to pick up some first downs. Got to get down there and get at least a field goal. If we can get a field goal, then that should seal the victory. And this is a position the Bears probably will be in, too. Need to just come down, eat up some clock with the lead late in the game. They might actually even be coming from behind at this point, you never know. If they get that touchdown, there'd be even extra pressure to score here. Ooh, gets it off in the face of the blitz, the pass rush, gets it to his favorite target. Oh, that Jay Cutler on the ground, but he made the play. To his favorite target, Brandon Marshall, who doesn't like him no more. They're having a little tiff. There we go. Run down this game clock a little. If you are still watching, I really do greatly appreciate you hanging around and watching this simulation. Because I actually enjoy playing these games, and that's one thing, is by doing it like this, it makes it more fun to actually sit here and play the games out. Makes me like really put an onus too. Like, I just got this, so we just are switching over the format and trying this out this week. And we're gonna see how, you know, the feedback, what people think. I'll imagine that it should be positive. I imagine that people will rather see this than how we were doing it. And with that too, I should be able to actually start getting these up earlier by doing it this way, because of the whole setup now. So hopefully you'll be seeing these videos going up quicker. I'll still be doing, you know, like the recaps and the quick picks the same way for now anyway. But now you got something extra with your upon further review. And there's the 2-minute warning right there. Boom. There's the guy, Martellus Bennett. He's been having a big game. So is Alshon Jeffrey. It's been a full team effort though. Forte's been doing pretty good. Marshall's been contributing too. Look, not that many carries. Still getting his yards though. Ooh, and gets dropped after 2 yards, and the Vikings taking a timeout. That guy there, though, Griffin, he is nasty for the Vikings. They've got a good D. Anybody overlooking the Vikings, they're making a mistake because they got defense.
Everybody's back out on the field now after that defensive timeout.
Here we go, 3rd and 6. This is a big play right here. This could be the game.
3rd and 6. Jay Cutler with the deep ball.
Oh, and he goes deep to Brandon Marsh. No, to Alshon Jeffrey. What a play. 3rd and 6. Finds Alshon Jeffrey man-to-man, one-on-one. Goes deep. Over the top. That was big. What a big play right there. I had it set up to where I was thinking about going to Bennett, but when I saw the man-to-man, I was like, let me take a chance. I mean, not much of a chance this man-to-man, but look at that. Jeffrey, he's got some nice numbers there, huh?
That was a big gainer.
So now just gotta let this clock start to run down.
1st and 10.
So hand off the ball to Forte. Ooh, look at that, 8 yards. Oh no, injury. Oh well, it's on them. So we don't like to see injuries, even against the video game opponents. No one likes to see that. Forte, 150 yards rushing. That's what he needs to do too. If he has a big game rushing, the Bears should have a victory at home. Look at that, Matt Forte, his 3rd touchdown of the game. That all but seals it right there. Matt Forte, touchdown Chicago. Yes, I get to stay in the Windy City. Oh man, I was gonna be 500.
Well, the NFL, no lead is ever safe. So when you got the lead, you push it on.
Matt Forte touchdown.
Keep putting the pressure on your opponent.
So this is it right here. It's actually, this played out pretty good. Actually, it's funny. The other one played out pretty good. I mean, I'm enjoying doing it like this, and the games are actually playing how I think they're gonna go in real life, pretty much. So it's been having a pretty successful couple of games here. We'll see how this keeps going, if I can keep winning with my picks. I would imagine so. It'd be kind of funny if I lost. It could happen though. You never know. It could happen. Of course, the Bears do have a better rating in this game than the Vikings. That's the thing too. The Bears love that talent that they got. To be 3-5, it's like, what the heck, Chicago? How are you gonna, or 3-6 rather? My bad. So let's see. Okay, let's finish this one. All we gotta do here is just let time run out. I mean, 1 minute 40 left, up by 15 points. Even if they score, we're still gonna be good to go. But of course, we want to hold them and don't let them score. Who wants to? Uh-oh, look at that. Good enough yards. Cordero Patterson. Matt Castle shouldn't be in there. What the heck? Man, I thought I went actually. I had to take AP out of the lineup, but Castle's still in there anyway. I was like, oh, how did I overlook that? I didn't think Teddy would go down. That was the thing. I wasn't expecting Teddy to go down.
Simpson's a receiver in the slot.
So here we are. This game is coming to a close soon. Uh-oh. They're not quitting yet, though, the Vikings. They're like, we're going to score. But it's about time to start wrapping this one up. So this has been Upon Further Review. Let me know in the comments section below what you think is going to happen in this game. Very interested to read your thoughts and opinions. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want more content such as this, go ahead and subscribe. So we bring you Upon Further reviews and recaps of each and every single game, each and every single week throughout the NFL season and the playoffs, all the way through the Super Bowl. We also cover some other sports as well. Oh, look at that. Tillman with the interception. That right there really seals it. Boom. Pickoff in the end zone. Chicago, baby. Right there in Cordero Patterson's face. Trestman's happy about that one. Now all that's left to do is pretty much take the knees, right? I think that's where we're at, yeah? Just take the knee. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. It is really greatly appreciated. I definitely appreciate it. It's been fun for me. I enjoy playing these games and doing these videos. I love sports. I love football. Also, like I said, I have a couple other channels if you want to check those out. Check out Skool. You can also check out Random Gaming. It's all about just having fun and sharing videos. And it's all about the people. It's all about you guys. So let me know what you think. This channel's for you. It's all about you. It's you too. What do you think? Of course. Come on, people. But yeah, here we go. This game is coming to a close. And the Bears are victorious, picking up their first home win in Chicago. That's what I think is going to happen. Like I said, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think is going to happen. Do you think the Bears are going to win? Do you think that the Vikings are going to win? Do you like the new format for Upon Further Review? Do you like seeing the gameplay? Let me know. You can do that by hitting the like button or leaving a comment. You can leave a comment on the channel. Share your thoughts and opinions. Definitely very much open. Like I said, it's all for you. It's all about you. And so we want to give you what you want. You know, we do this for fun. This is what we do. We do it either way. So thank you for letting us share. Oh, look at that. Boom. An achievement, baby. Thank you for watching once again. It is greatly appreciated. And I hope you're having a good day and have a great weekend and enjoy all of the sports. Look at that, Matt Forte, player of the game. I guess I should just see this the final bumper that just says this final score. Hey, here we go, some highlights. Play of the game right here. Jay Cutler airing it out. Look at this right here. Boom, Alshon Jeffrey. What a catch that was. The play of the game. Touchdown. That was amazing. That's like a 51-yard pass, I believe. Jay Cutler gets out of the doghouse, and there it is, the final score. So as I said, thank you very much for watching. It's greatly appreciated. Hope you're having a good day and a great weekend, and enjoy all the sports. Peace.